Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Honours Program Information session. My name is Boris Choi. I'm the Program Director for Honours. I'm a Senior Lecturer in the discipline of Business Analytics. Welcome, everyone. The first question that you may want to ask is why study honours at the University of Sydney Business School? Okay, now the honours program provides students with a unique opportunity and different experience. Okay, this is a one-year program, but actually it starts from the first week of March to the end of usually October. During COVID-19, it will end in November. Okay, our students usually submit their thesis before mid-October, but this year will be mid-November. Now, in the honours program, you have a one-on-one special relationship with your supervisor or maybe two supervisors, and you belong to a special cohort of students with outstanding academic performance. After you complete the honours program, on your graduation certificate, you will have the word honours print on the certificate. Okay, and this is a very special qualification. The honours program also fast-tracks your future career, either in the industry or in academics. Okay, so in this 1 year, actually less than 1 year experience, you can decide whether you're suitable to pursue your career in the industry or in the university, okay, as an academic. Now, honours has shaped the success of Australian business leaders. Here are two examples. Dr. John Naka, the chairman of Australian Prudential Regulation Authority, and also William Judge, who is the head of social robotic and innovation in the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. As I said before, the honours degree is for a group of students who are different from the other students who could just complete the Bachelor of Commerce. Okay, in the honours degree, you learn different technique. It also transfers the way that you think. Okay, totally different experience. You learn how to argue and debate in a good way with other people, and say in the honours, maybe with your supervisors. And you understand the bigger picture, not just what you have learned in your undergraduate degree, okay? Now you will learn how to learn truly during the honours, because you will have this opportunity to work closely with your supervisor or supervisors. Now, let's see what our graduates say about their honours experience. Isabella, honours in Work and Organizational Studies. She said that my honours experience has been one of limitless curiosity and endless learning. Every single day has brought new challenges, motivating me to problem solve, think critically, and investigate widely. Another graduate, Oliver, honours in marketing, and he said that honours was a unique opportunity for me to get realistic taste for study beyond an undergraduate degree, as well as the research process. I can see myself doing in the future. Cora is a current honours student in accounting. She's here. She will share experience, if you have questions, etc. Now, Cora said that if you want to experience something challenging and rewarding, an additional honors year will definitely be your choice. Working closely with your supervisors, getting support from the discipline, and staying at honors lab with your peers is an invaluable experience for your personal and professional development. Honors provides you unique student-supervisor relationship. Victoria graduated in 2019 in honors, with honors in business law. She said that my supervisor has supported me through every endeavor this year. He has continuously provided constructive feedback on my research, connected me with incredible opportunities, and has encouraged me to think critically. Then you may ask, what are the career options? I would like to say that the honors program is not just designed for students who want to become an academic. Okay? The honors program develops unique skills that help you understand and interpret research in all areas of your life. When you go to work in the industry, okay, actually there are not too many people who understand and are able to do research. This 1 year training in the honors program provides you the ability to conduct your own original research under the supervision of your supervisors. You learn how to collaborate with people in a safe environment. In the honors degree, you work with your supervisors. Okay. Now, in real life, you may not be able to apply what you learned from your undergraduate degrees when you go to the industry. Okay, you have to learn a little bit by bit in order to apply the knowledge. In the honors program, by working with your supervisors, you can create an empirical application of your knowledge, and that will be very useful for your future career. Where are our alumni? They are everywhere. Okay, they work for the governments. In Australia, the Australian government, Reserve Bank of Australia, etc. For some students who continues to do further study, they can end up with they can be a academic and also researchers at different universities, either at the University of Sydney or other Australian universities or international universities. They also work for the international big companies like Google, etc. They are working in their big 4 accounting firms, top international banks, etc. Now, in the business school honors program, there are 8 different study areas. They are accounting, business analytics, business information systems, business law, finance, international business, marketing, work, and organizational studies. I have the contents of the honors coordinator in all these disciplines. The names are on the right-hand side. In order to contact these coordinators, their email address are their first name dot last name at sydney.edu.au. And you can also find them from the Business School Academic Directory online, and the link is here. Now, I would like to talk about the honors program. There are 2 components. The first component is the coursework, which is worth 40%. And the second component is a research project under the supervision of 1 or 2 supervisors. In the first semester, you have to do 3 units, and one is the research method unit, which is worth 20%. And students will do 2 discipline honors units. They are labeled, they're coded as bus for something 1-2 and for something 1-3, such as bus 4312, 4313 for business analytics units. In the second semester, students will focus on their research projects. Students will have regular meetings with their supervisors, and students have to do a lot of self-studies. In fact, students have already started working on this in semester 1 or even before the semester start. Okay, say in mid-October, students will submit a thesis. Okay, and there's a word limit. The thesis is about 18,000 to 23,000 words, or 70 to 90 pages, excluding appendix. And after students submit the thesis, they will take a 3-minute thesis challenge. Okay. What we are doing in 2021, now we are in the transition from the appended honors program to embedded honors program. So if you commenced your master degree, Master Commerce Liberal Study before 2018, then you will under the appended honors program. And when you complete, after you complete the honors program, you will get the Bachelor of Commerce bracket honors qualification, and or the Bachelor of Commerce Liberal Study brackets honors qualification. The application has already opened. The due date is 30th of November 2020. If you plan to apply for your honors in the discipline of finance, then you're strongly advised to submit your application before the 1st of November. For students who enrolled in 2018 or later, you're under the Bachelor of Advanced Study. After you complete the honors degree, you get the Bachelor of Advanced Study bracket honors, or you're doing the combined Bachelor of Advanced Study programs. Okay. The closing day is 31st of January 2021. Okay, if you intend to apply for honors in finance, you should apply as soon as possible. Now, what are the minimum requirements to do the honors? First of all, you need to complete your past degree, okay, in the major. And your overall WAM must be over 65 marks, okay? And in the senior units of the subject area, you must attend a minimum of 70%. These are the minimum requirements. Admission is competitive and places are very limited, okay? So if you're interested, you can submit your application, and the individual discipline will consider your application. And if you are offered, if your application is successful and you are an offer will be made in early February, you have to accept it. Okay, once the offer is given, it cannot be deferred. So you can either take it or not. Now there are some questions that you may want to ask. The first question is the honors program difference between the appended honors and the embedded honors. The answer is no. In 2021, we will run the honors program as we are currently running. Is the honors coursework more advanced? Now, the honors units are different. Okay, they are not junior units; they are senior units. Okay, and they are tailor-made for the honors program. And only the honors students can take those units. Okay. Can I do the Bachelor of Advanced Studies honors if I commenced before 2018, yes, you need to transfer to the Bachelor of Advanced Study before you can do the honors under the Bachelor of Advanced Study bracket honors. Next question, do I have to complete my undergraduate degree before I commence honors? Yes, you need to complete your past degree before you can do the honors. If you're not a honors, if you're not a business school student, you need to apply through the Bachelor of Advanced Study. Okay, my colleague Toby, the program manager of for honors, can give you some information here in the Q&A section. Are there available? Are there honors scholarship available for students? Yes, the scholarship are available for both domestic and international students. The university scholarship is worth $6,000 each. The business school also have scholarship available for honors students. In some disciplines, they may have their own scholarship. It's a good idea that you contact the the discipline honors coordinator for details about the scholarships. What do you need to do next step? First of all, go to the Business School Honors Program webpage. You will get many useful information there. The next step is that you go to find a supervisor for your honors project. This is very important. And in your application, you need to submit a research topic proposal. We strongly advise students to talk to potential supervisors because not all academics members are available in 2021 to supervise students. Okay, my advice is that you go to the staff members' research interest to see whether there are topics that you are interested, and then make an appointment to see the supervisor. You can send an email asking whether this supervisor is available in 2021 to supervise a student, and then make an appointment to see the supervisor, and you can discuss your research topics with the potential supervisor. Okay. It will be a good idea to secure a supervisor before the end of the year. The next step is that you need to prepare supporting documents for your application, and then you submit your application online. You don't have to. You don't need to submit any evidence that you have already contacted the honors coordinator of the subject area in your application. Okay. If you have any questions, you can either contact the honors coordinator in the discipline, or contact me and also the business honors. Okay, emails address will be given at the end of of my presentation. After you submit your application, and you have to prepare for the application of scholarships. There are scholarships available for outstanding students. So if you perform very well in your undergraduate degree, you should apply for scholarships. Okay. And once you receive an offer, you have to accept it, and then you will enjoy a wonderful year with peers who belongs to a special cohort of honors students. Now, here are some very useful links that you can get information about the honors program in the business school, also the honors program at the University of Sydney, scholarships for domestic students, and also for international students. You should get connected with the business school here, either through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, or the business school events. Okay, this is the end of my presentation, and I welcome questions. Before we start, I would like to introduce you, Cora. Cora Lee is the honors student in accounting. Hi, Cora.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So thanks, Boris. So hello, everyone. I'm Cora, and I'm currently doing the honors in accounting this year. And Boris is actually one of my supervisors and helps me with the statistical issue. And if you have any question regarding the honors, feel free to ask me. Yeah.
Thank you, Cora. Now we can go to the Q&A. The first question is that is about scholarship. How should I contact me? Okay, about the scholarship. I don't run the scholarship. You can from the web page you can. There are links to the scholarship. You just get the information there, and then you submit your application, and you will be informed whether your application is successful or not successful by the university, by the business school. Okay. The next question is about the WAM requirement. Yeah, the senior units are the 2,000 and 3,000 units that will be counted in the calculation of the WAM for these study area. Yeah. Okay. Now another question by students that if I am in the second year, semester 4 now, can I transfer to Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Advanced Study immediately? Toby, are you here?
Hello.
Can you help answer this question? I think it's...
Yes, so to transfer from the Bachelor of Commerce to the Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Advanced Studies, so you'll need to wait until the release of results for this semester, but once those results have been released, you'll be able to apply for a transfer to the combined degree.
Thank you. Okay, the next question is about studying honors in 2022. In year 2022, we will run the embedded honors degree, which is the Bachelor of Advanced Study brackets honors. It's a good idea to prepare for honors in 2022 as well. In the past, there are many second year students attend the honors presentation to get some idea. Okay, at least you know how to apply for the honors, even though you are now in your second year. Okay, you can contact some of the staff members to see whether they are available to supervise you in 2021. Okay, it will be too early to contact them this year. Okay, but in 2021, either semester 1, semester 2, you can contact some of the staff members to see whether they will be available to supervise you in 2022. Okay, next question is the honors program only opens in February. Now, we open in August. Now we have only one intake, which is in February. Okay, the demand for mid-year entry is very low in the business school. So in 2021, we will accept honors only in, there's only one intake in February. Okay, next question. If I am unsure of which area I would like to pursue honors in either business analytics and finance, can we apply for both and then decide in February which one to pursue? I don't think so. Toby, do you have any response to this question?
One moment. Yeah, so you won't be able to simultaneously apply for both. So what I'd recommend doing is chat to the honours coordinators for both of those subject areas and discuss what you're thinking about doing in terms of honours and what you're hoping to get out of honours. And then that might give you some direction in terms of what overarching area you'd prefer. Of course, if you do get to a point where you've done that and you still think that both areas are good, have a chat to us and we can talk about, you will have to make a decision in terms of the coursework that you do, but you might be able to look at finding a research project or a thesis that, you know, accommodates from information and research from both subject areas.
Thanks, Toby. Next question, which about the finance. Yes. Yeah, a student would like to know about the approximate number of students admitted to the finance honors program and the number of applications. We don't know the number of applications in finance. It would be a good idea if you can contact the honors coordinator in finance. As far as I know, there are 10 finance honors students this year. And the application is very competitive, okay? But I don't know whether there will have any changes in 2021. So
yeah, can I interject, Boris?
Yes, yes.
The numbers fluctuate from year to year. So typically we'll take 12 to 15 finance honours students. Similarly, the numbers of applicants fluctuate, and I wouldn't focus too much on how many do apply, but it is a competitive process. But you know, if it is something that you're interested in, do make your application.
Yes, thank you. Next question, if I want to apply for the honors program, what should I do? Is on the website. You just go to websites for the procedures and then wait for the outcome probably in early February. Okay, the next one, how much contact do you expect to have with a supervisor before noting an application? Now, the first step is that you need to know research interests of staff members and then contact the staff members. Not just one, you can make an appointment to see more than one staff members to see whether they are available to supervise you in 2021. And you can discuss research topics with them. Some staff members have some projects that you can join. Okay. Yeah, I strongly suggest students to contact staff members this year. Yeah, it's always a good idea to secure a supervisor before you start. Okay, next question. Can we do PhD directly after completing honors? Yes, you can apply for PhD after you complete the honors degree. Okay. Next question. I'm interested in the research IDLS. Okay, you're interested in the research IDLS is doing. Will IDLS staff be able to supervise my thesis for accounting honors? Toby, we don't have IDLS honors program, right?
Yeah, I'd recommend reaching out to Jeffrey Frost with regards to this question, just to see if you are doing accounting honours. I believe your primary supervisor will need to be from the accounting discipline, but there might be some capacity then to have a secondary supervisor from ITLS.
So it means that you can still do working on the projects related to IDLS. Okay, next question. In how much detail do we have to know our research topics areas or chosen thesis topics when we apply? Okay, now that's why I suggest you to talk to some potential supervisors to see whether they have some research topics that you're interested. At the same time, you can have your own research proposal, and then you speak to staff members to see whether they can supervise you on that particular topics. Next does the honors area have to be the same as our major? Toby, I think it depends on the majors, right? Students have to.
Yeah, so it would be the expectation that your honors, you'll need a major relevant to the honors subject area you're interested in doing. So for example, if you want to do honors in accounting, you'll need a major in accounting. If you're looking at an honors subject area and you don't have a major that matches exactly, that's probably a discussion to have with the honors coordinator as to whether or not that latitude is there, but it would be very uncommon.
Thanks, Toby. Next question, how much contact hours between the students and the supervisor in the second semester? It depends. I'm sure that most of the students aim for a first-class honor degree. So the honors thesis is so important in the final mark because it's worth 60%. Actually, students will start working on the honors project in semester 1, okay? Because part of the research method unit is on your research project. So you need to have your project ready, say what you are going to do, what you have tried to do to get the result in your project, what will be possible outcomes and answer solutions, etc. in a research topics in semester 1. And then you work closely with your supervisor in semester 2 to complete the whole thesis. So it depends on the students and the supervisor to work out how many hours that they need to talk to each other each week. Usually it's about 1 or 2 hours per week with the supervisor. Most of the other time students will do self-studies. Okay, there are a lot of studies to do for the honors thesis. Where can I find supervisors' detail? Okay, you can go to the University of Sydney Business School staff list. There are the list of staff members in each discipline, and then under each staff member's webpage, you can see their research interest. Okay, next question: how specific the research topics area have to be at stage of writing application? The research topics is not necessary to be very specific, but if you have some specific topics that you want to do, you can write it down and then talk to a potential supervisor before you submit your application. Okay, so it will be a good idea that if you intend to do the honors, start to prepare for your application as soon as possible. Make appointments to see staff members and discuss your research projects. More questions? So Toby, do you have anything to talk to the students?
I think at the moment it might be good to hear a bit more from Cora, just in terms of, you know, Cora, how are you finding honors and, you know, how are you enjoying it, or maybe going through it at the moment?
Okay, yeah, so personally, I decided to take the honors degree when I was in the second year. And so I saw many students ask for, like, how should you approach the honors program? So personally, what I'm doing is, like, I approach accounting lecturers, tutors, or like professors to ask them like if you have any research topic that might be suitable for honors students, you can do a little bit conversation with them to say if you really want to do this honors year, because as Boris said, this year can be quite intensive and challenging. And my biggest advice for this year is that you must know what you want from this year, and also you have to find a research topic that you are really interested in. Otherwise, it can be very stressful and you can feel lost during this year because you are going to do a lot of self-study. If you are not really like your topic, you might feel very like painful. Yeah, but I definitely recommend everyone to take this intensive year. It's very rewarding, and I'm sure like just try and say whether you can apply successfully. Yeah.
Thanks, Cora. Honestly, is quite stressful, right? But it's very rewarding. Yeah, it's a experience. You have a very strong relationship with your supervisors, and you work together on a topic. And it's possible that students can publish a research paper, or sometimes more than one paper with the supervisor. And this is a wonderful experience for students who are not going to become an academic. Okay, we have two questions here. What makes the application stand out? I think the disciplines will assess the students' performance based on the academic achievement. I think this is the most important criteria to assess an application. The next question, what supporting documents should we include in the application, transcript, CV? I think you just follow the web page. I'm not really sure about what application. If you are a university student, this transcript should be already available. Yes. Toby, do you have any input here?
Yeah, so the main documentation that we want is your transcript. And if, as Boris said, if you're already a student at the University of Sydney, we'll have access to your transcript. So that's not too much of a worry. Apart from that, in the application itself, the admissions process might ask you for some things about verification around citizenship. But apart from that, in terms of things like CV, proposal, etc., that doesn't need to be uploaded as part of the application, and it's not to any advantage or disadvantage if you do. However, once you've gone through that process, depending on the discipline you're with, they may reach out to you and ask for further information. So in terms of the actual application itself, just the transcript, but there may be further follow-up from the discipline in terms of documentation.
Yes, thanks, Toby. Our next question is what sort of questions are asked during the honors interview? It depends on the disciplines. Not all disciplines will ask applicants to attend an interview. In case you need to attend the interview, I think it's important to show that you really want to do the honors degree, and you aim for a better future career. Okay. I think the discipline wants to know whether you're suitable to do the honors degree. So you need to show that you really want to have the experience, and because it will be very helpful to your future career. Next question is relevant work experience look upon favorably in the application, or you just look at the academic marks. It depends on the disciplines. Toby, do you have any input here?
Yeah, again, we're not looking for anything in terms of work experience in the scope of the application itself. It would be very unlikely that any of the disciplines would seek out work experience, given that, you know, honours is an extension of the undergraduate degree, so it's not something that's expected to be looked upon. And because the honours degree itself is more about research and academic rigour, that's why things like the marks, as well as possibly like, you know, what is your research interest? What is your area? You know, what are you looking to do is a far more emphasis than anything like work experience.
Yes, thanks, Toby. Next question, how many contact hours in honours can I work and study at the same time? Honours is an intensive year, okay? Students can work and study at the same time, but they need to have a good time management because, as I said before, this year is very, very stressful but rewarding, okay? I know that some students will take up some tutoring work within a discipline. This is good experience for students as well as a tutor of junior units. Okay. If you in the past we had students working full-time or part-time when they were doing honours, but some of them were really struggled because they could not manage the time very well, and this will affect their performance in the honours year. For most students who do the honours, they aim to get a first-class honour degree or a good degree, okay, honours degree. So I have no objection that students go to work, but students should have good time management, and full-time work is not advised. Next question, are there classes as part of the honours that I need to attend? Yes, here the structure of the honours program is that there are 40% coursework in semester 1, except for business analytics. Students have to do 1 unit in semester 2. So students must attend all these lectures in semester 1. Yeah. Okay, it's not 100% research. It's only 60% research. Okay. Next question, is it appropriate to contact our honours discipline coordinator to discuss your proposal? Yes. Okay, you can contact the honours discipline coordinator, and they of their subject area, and he or she may have a list of research topics available for students. Okay. And the honours coordinators can direct students to contact individual staff members who are potential supervisors. Next question is about the finance honours students. In the class of 12 to 15 finance honours students, how many of them typically award a first class? To get into the honours, finance honours is very extremely competitive. I can say that many students, as far as I know, more than 50% of them will get a first class honour degree in finance. Toby, do you have anything to add here?
Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds wishy-washy, but again, this is something that will vary year to year. Overall, the honours cohort performs quite well with respect to marks, but I wouldn't be worrying too much about marks at this stage. I'd focus more on the application process itself. Yeah.
In the honours years, we provide a very good environment for students. So all of you are very good students, outstanding students. That's why you consider doing the honours year. And by working very hard, it's not a big problem to get a first class honour degree. Okay. Next question, do we still have to wait until February to receive an offer if we secured a supervisor? Your application, the deadline is either end of November or end of January. because this year next year we have both appended honors and also the embedded honors. So that's why there are two different deadlines. The offer is very likely to be offered in February. Okay. Toby, any additional comments?
Yeah, I mean, most disciplines will wait until they've received the entire pool of applicants before making offers. And so we are aware that this is a bit, this is sort of cutting it fine, given that Bachelor of Advanced Studies Honours ends at the end of January. However, there's sort of not much we can do to work around this. So it is quite likely it'll need to be waiting until February.
Yeah. Would there be any impact to the students' visa extension application, Toby?
I can't comment on anything regarding visa extensions. So I think simply put, you would need to wait until you have the offer, and then and we will try to get the offers turned around as soon as possible, and then initiating that process.
Yeah, but I still strongly advise students to secure a supervisor, okay, while they are waiting for the outcome of their application in February. Next question, can you pick your own research topics? Yes, okay. That's why you need to write a research proposal. If you have a topics in your mind and you can discuss with potential supervisors to see whether they can supervise you on that particular topics. And I say before, staff members may have a list of topics or research projects available for students to join. Next question, if I'm graduating this semester, are offer given out on a rolling basis, or to offer come out in February? If you graduate in this semester, semester 2, okay, Toby, I'm not really sure about this.
Yeah, so again, this is, most disciplines will aim to make the offer in February, regardless of whether or not you're graduating this semester. Again, this is because the disciplines generally like to see the entire pool of applicants that they have, because positions are limited and it is a competitive process.
I think most of the applicants will graduate this semester, right? They will complete the degree this semester, and then they will start in February. Okay. The next one, when the admission office assess the transcript for 2021 enrollment, do you look at the current semester mark? Yeah, your application will be assessed by the discipline based on your overall WAM and also the WAM of your senior units in the subject area. Okay, so those senior units are 2,000 and 3,000 units. They will be counted in the calculation of the WAM. Okay, so it will also your marks in the 2020 semester 2 will be included in the calculation of the WAM. Okay, next question, when should I apply for 2021? Deadline is if you start your study before 2018, the deadline is 30th of November 2020. If you intend to apply for honors in finance, you are strongly advised to submit your application before 1st of November. If you start your program in 2018, then the deadline for application is 31st of January 2021. Next question. I will be finishing my last commerce elective unit at the summer school in January 2021. Will this affect my application? Okay, Toby?
Yeah, so the effect this tends to have is that we'll still assess your application, but if you've got a unit that you're completing in summer school, you won't officially be able to begin honours until that result has been officially released and then you've been officially awarded your degree. So we can unofficially, you know, if everything else is fine, the discipline approves you, you meet everything else, you can unofficially begin the program. And then once you get that result, assuming you successfully pass, then we officially, you know, get you enrolled.
Thank you. Our next question is compulsory to contact a supervisor for presenting the application. The answer is no. Okay. We would just suggest student to do so. Okay. So you don't have to contact a supervisor before you proceed your application. Next one, if we don't have a topic in mind, do we still need a research proposal? Yes, you need to submit a research proposal with your application. Next one, I'm studying a Bachelor of Advanced Studies coursework, finished in semester 1, 2021. Am I still be able to do honors? Toby?
Yeah, so you should still be able to do honours. What you would need to do, so if you graduate in semester 1, 2021, then you would need to apply for the Bachelor of Advanced Studies honours for commencement in semester 1, 2022.
Thank you. Any more questions? Thank you very much. If there are no, okay, are there more questions coming in? Okay, okay, there's an incomplete question here. Okay, about applying for business analytic honors. Okay, I can see the question here. Okay. Next one, for the combined advanced study degree, I have less than 48 credit points left in my degree. Can I still apply for honors? Toby?
Yeah, so if you're in the combined advanced studies degree and you don't have the space for honours, you won't be able to complete it as part of that current combined degree. What you may need to consider doing is, so for example, if you're doing a Bachelor of Commerce and a Bachelor of Advanced Studies but don't have the room for honours, you could consider just graduating with the Bachelor of Commerce and then applying for the standalone Advanced Studies honours. However, of course, with all the honours applications, there's no guarantee for admission. So if you do that and if you're unsuccessful, well, then you've just got your Bachelor of Commerce. But if you've already used up the space you would need for honours in a combined degree, there's simply not the space for it.
Toby, is this just for this year or yeah, prior?
So that would be for any current students in the combined degree, and that's regardless of what year they're starting or what year they're completing honours.
Okay, yeah. Okay, next question. Is it common to have two supervisors from two disciplines for example, BA and finance? It's not necessary to have two supervisors, but in some disciplines, just for example, business analytics, yeah, it's getting more common that there are two supervisors to supervise one student because they are research collaboration between staff members. Okay, and it happens sometimes that you may have supervisors from two different disciplines. For example, Cora is under, it has two supervisors. One is from business analytics and one is from accounting. Okay. The next question, should I do should I just research online? I don't recommend that you just do research online, okay? You must work closely with a supervisor. Otherwise, you may go to a wrong direction, and at the end of the day, you don't have a research output if you just do everything by yourself. Okay. This question is for Cora. Cora, do you have any tips for those applying for honors?
Okay, so applying for accounting honors is a little bit different from other disciplines, and Boris explained quite clearly, but for accounting, you don't need to find a supervisor before commencing this program. You have like 4 weeks to find a supervisor. So basically for me, I find my supervisor very late until week 8. But it's always good that you found your supervisor before, so you have more time to do your research. And generally, tips for honors application, firstly, the grades is very important. You must achieve the minimum grades to get the application. And the second, I definitely encourage you to talk to your potential supervisor, so you will feel more secure when you start your program. And that's pretty much more all things I want to say. But anyway, good luck for your application. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Cora. I think we have the last question here. If we don't contact or secure a supervisor, how will the supervisor be allocated? And will this lower the likelihood of getting into the program? It depends on the disciplines. As Cora say, in accounting, you don't need to you don't have to secure a supervisor. And also in finance, you may not need to secure a supervisor. Okay, but in business analytics, we always advise students to secure a supervisor. The advantage is that some supervisors may give you some readings to prepare for your research projects during the summer vacation. So you know what you're going to do in your research projects when you start your honors. Because the honors project, in one of the research method assignment is about your research projects. And if you start a little bit earlier by reading some related material, you will feel more comfortable in that assessment. Okay, I think it's time to conclude this meeting. Thank you everyone for coming. Thanks Toby, Cora, Vince, Karen, everyone. Thank you very much for coming. If you have any question, please send an email to the honors coordinator or send to business.honors@sydney.edu.au. And you can also copy to me, boris.choi@sydney.edu.au. Thank you very much, and I see you next year. Thank you. Bye.